It's Wednesday, June 26th, and we're in Fairbanks, Alaska. A friend of Bob's, Jason, has allowed us to use his business to do maintenance on the bikes. 2 months ago, we had tires shipped up here, and we're going to have those new tires put on before we begin the Dalton Highway. While the tires were being mounted, we did much needed maintenance on the bikes, including oil and filter, air filter, tightening of bolts, giving the bikes a good once over before we leave the following day. We left Fairbanks the next morning and began north, traveling up the Elliott Highway. Around mile marker 42, we started to experience smoke conditions and realized that there was a wildfire burning not too far from the road. We continued north and eventually cleared the smoke, and when we reached Coldfoot later that night, we found out that it was in fact a big wildfire. At mile marker 85, we entered the Dalton Highway. Soon after, we reached the Arctic Circle and we're now officially in the Arctic. We were traveling along and we quickly realized that the Dalton would throw everything at us. It is the toughest road conditions any of us have ever done. We had roadway riddled with potholes, switching to hard pack, dirt, mud, ruts, calcium chloride spread to prevent freezing. And when that became wet, that became a very slimy, slippery mess for us. The dust from passing trucks was something to see. Within a short time, Bob had a flat tire, and unfortunately we couldn't fix it at the location we were, so we loaded Bob and his wheel onto my bike and we headed 30 miles north to Coldfoot, where we were able to get Bob's tire fixed thanks to some generosity from Mark from North Carolina and Dustin from Wasilla, and we had Bob back up and running in no time. The next morning, we headed out to finish the ride to the top of Alaska. We crossed through Adigan Pass, and it made the entire trip worthwhile. It was breathtaking. Unfortunately, when we came down the other side of Adigan Pass, we were immediately met by a pretty severe thunderstorm. Heavy rain, thunder, and lightning strikes all around us. We finally got through the end of it. Thought we were going to die, but we were okay, obviously. And we finally reached Deadhorse, Alaska. The goal, the top of Alaska, the furthest you can drive in the northern hemisphere. We stayed at Eagle Lodge for the evening after getting our photos at the end of the Dalton Highway sign and prepared for our escorted trip to the Arctic Ocean, which was just a short distance away. It's Sunday, June 30th. It's time to head to the Arctic Ocean. We took the van ride short distance, got our ceremonial pictures. Here we are with our DK Diner t-shirts, thanks Vince. And here we are with our Jake's t-shirts, thanks Raz. And Bob was the first one to enter the water. He went in, and then this guy, yes me, decided to go in the whole way. 29 degree water. Yes, it was that cold. It was very, very cold. But got in, did it, mission accomplished. Swam in the Arctic. Even with the road and weather conditions, this was a great trip. We had an awesome time. The Dalton Highway was certainly challenging. It tested all of us, but somehow we still managed to smile and have some fun. We still have a ways to go. We still have to get all the way down to Homer to touch the Pacific before starting our journey home. On our way down, that wildfire had flared up again, and word was that they were just getting ready to close the road again. But we managed to get through without any difficulty, reaching Fairbanks, getting the bikes all washed up before dinner that evening. Stay tuned for the next video as we head down to Homer, Alaska to touch the Pacific Ocean. Stay well, take care of each other.